All right, tell me your name.
My name is Brendan.
And last year on this podcast, I interviewed you and your parents.
Yes, Mom and Dad.
I'll never forget that, and I was so excited about you being admitted. And now I see you walking around here as a 1L. Is that not crazy?
It is absolutely crazy that it's an entire year since, because this weekend is what absolutely convinced me to come here.
Oh my God, I love that. And now you're kind of paying it forward.
I am, yeah. I'm walking around trying to convince other students to do the same.
Great. Welcome back to Admissible. As you just heard from our 1L Brendan, last year, for the very first time, I recorded an Inside Open House episode so that our listeners can get a sense of what UVA Law admitted students get to see and experience while they're here on grounds for 2 days. I actually heard from a few of our admitted students this year who are currently living abroad or otherwise unable to attend that they would love another Inside Open House episode so that they could feel like they were here on Open House last week. So I was more than happy to once again walk around our open house for 2 days with my little recording device and try to capture as many conversations as I could with our admitted students and guests. So let's hear from some of them now. Testing. Okay, tell me your name, where you're visiting from.
My name's Eleanor, and I'm visiting from California.
Okay, where in California?
Berkeley.
Berkeley. Are you still in school?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what are you looking forward to?
I'm just really looking forward to getting to know all the other students here. And also to re-explore Virginia. I haven't been here in like a really long time.
Okay.
And it's really nice right now, so I'm really looking forward to exploring the campus and seeing it this time of year.
Yeah, amazing. All right, Eleanor, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a great time.
Yes.
What's your name and where are you visiting from?
My name is Emma, and I'm from New York, but I go to UVA undergrad.
Oh, is it Blau?
Yes.
Emma Blau. Very nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Dean
to
of
meet you.
Admissions, Natalie Blazer. And who is this with you, your parents?
Yes, my mom and my dad.
And what are you guys most excited about?
I'm excited that Emma's going to become a lawyer.
Yeah. Do you have lawyers in the family already?
I'm
My
a
dad,
lawyer.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Where did you go to law school?
I went to Northeastern.
Okay.
I could
okay.
never have gotten into this law school.
Okay. Well, you never know. You never know. This was a very, 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 very difficult year to get into law school. So I have to say, congratulations again.
you.
I don't know if you've been reading all about
We have been.
what a crazy year it has been.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, great to meet you guys. Bye. Hi guys, welcome. Oh my God, hello again. Oh my God, our road map. So nice to meet you. Do you want to be on my podcast?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I've listened
okay.
to the podcast.
Oh, you've been a listener?
I did. You suggested the one on clinics, so I went back and
Okay,
listened
great.
to that.
That one is a good one. All right, tell us your
Good.
name, where you're visiting from.
I am Sarah, and I'm originally from Illinois, but visiting from Lynchburg, Virginia.
And tell us how you first got to know about UVA Law, because I think this is a great story.
Yeah. So my freshman year of college, I went and followed a ton of law schools on Instagram, as any good Gen Z student would. And then I saw their roadmap scholars, their initial cohort. They had a little article that they wrote about them, and I was like, this is so cool. So I saved it to my Instagram. And then the next year when I was eligible, I applied to that, was accepted, and got to spend my first summer here right after that, and then a short amount of time the next summer. Yeah.
Amazing.
So fun.
Could not be happier that you're here right now.
I'm so excited.
It's
to be
been
here.
years in the making.
Yes,
literally.
it's been a process. It has
Wow.
been. Yeah.
So, Mom and Dad, what are you most excited about for the next 2 days? Anything?
I'm enjoying seeing her live out her dreams. This is a dream for her to be here and to watch her dream unfold before our eyes is a joy.
Man, I'm gonna cry.
I am
10 minutes into registration.
I'm not a crier, but
It's exciting.
You must be so proud.
Big deal.
it's surreal.
Big deal.
She's amazing.
Super proud of her.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. You guys are the best. All right, well, I'll let you guys register. Great to meet your parents. Good to see you again, Sarah. Bye. So I was walking in the hall, ran into one of my admits, Kirsty Leach from Rice. And Kirsty, you were here with who?
I'm here with Ryan Liu, my orientation week student from Rice.
And Ryan, You're also an admit.
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Families stick together.
Oh my
Even
God.
all the way from Houston to Charlottesville.
The Rice to UVA Law pipeline is strong.
I actually am becoming very convinced that it's a real thing.
What are you looking forward to in the next 2 days?
It's gorgeous here. So just seeing grounds, I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
And just learning about student life things and figure out the boring stuff like housing and like transportation and stuff.
Great.
But,
Yeah, you're going to learn all about that. You're going to go to class tomorrow. Do you know what class you're going to?
I do not know. I'm a little terrified.
I don't know either.
But don't worry.
Glad to not be on the cold call
You
list.
won't get cold called. All 3 of them are going to be amazing, so you can't go wrong. All right, guys, have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks
Sure
for
we'll
coming
see you
on.
around.
Yeah, you will. You can't miss me. All right, bye. Hi, everyone. Hello. Oh, I love your shirt. You have this shirt on already. No, I know. It's like running a marathon and wearing the shirt on the day.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on the podcast?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes,
great.
absolutely. I was listening to this on the way over.
Yes, I love that. Tell us your name and where you're visiting from.
My name is Tim, and I'm visiting from Northern Virginia.
Oh, great. Nova. I
Yep.
grew up in Nova.
Oh, really?
Fairfax.
Oh, yeah, Falls Church.
Okay. And who is this? Is this a guest?
No, I'm Virginia.
Oh my God, Virginia.
Yes.
Hillion?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Great. Nice to meet you. Did you guys already know each other?
We went
or?
here for undergrad. So, yeah, we took a bunch of the same classes.
Double who's?
Yep.
I love that. Do you know which mock class you're going to?
I think criminal.
Great choice. Ann Coughlin.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it was great to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
in person. And I'll see you later.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Have fun.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. Hi.
I just
Wait.
wanted to say hi.
Do not tell me your name.
Oh my God, that's okay.
No. No, I know it. No.
Such
Harvard.
a common name.
Sarah.
Yes.
Byrne.
Yes. Perfect.
You came from New York?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Came in last night. It's going really well.
Good. Do you
so
know
much fun.
anyone else who's here, or you're on your own?
I came here alone, but
Okay.
I'm meeting people, and
Great.
I knew like a couple people before, so I'm meeting up with them.
Amazing.
I just saw Rebecca, who gave me my tour in September.
Rebecca Fisher?
Yeah.
Awesome. I
So
just
that-
chatted with her as well.
That was really fun.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited you're here.
Yeah, thank you for putting on such a fun weekend. I'm so excited.
I mean, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. After we got everyone registered, we hosted a welcome picnic and student activities fair out in Spees Garden, which is this large, beautiful green outdoor space in the middle of our law school building. The weather was absolutely perfect, sunny skies, warm. So it was a great opportunity to walk around and talk with our admitted students and their guests. And while out there, I happened to run into one of my law school classmates and a current colleague in the Office of Private Practice, Kira Walmer. I'm out here at the Student Activities Fair on day 1 of open house, talking to all of our amazing current students and admitted students, and I ran into our Director of Career Services in the Office of Private Practice, who happens to be my 2008 classmate, Kira Walmer. Hi, Kira.
Hi, Natalie. Happy to be here.
Oh my gosh. So what do you think so far of open house? Did you go to our open house?
I did, and
Wow.
I made friends at that admitted students open house who remain friends to this day. That is UVA Law for you right there.
See, I have retroactive FOMO because I didn't go.
I would have loved to meet you there.
I would have loved to. We could have been even better friends than we were.
We'd be way ahead right now in our friendship. The energy is magical per usual. Even just the smiles, the conversations. Everyone is just thrilled to be here.
Oh my God. And they're going to hear from your group tomorrow about careers, how to find a job, all that stuff.
We are ready to advise. We have
Oh my
bespoke
God.
custom counseling ready for you.
I love it. We'll have fun these next 2 days. What's your name and where are you visiting from?
My name's George. I'm visiting from Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, okay. And have you committed to UVA yet?
I'm like 9/10 of the way there.
9/10. All right, well, these two are going to get you to the last 10th, right?
Sounds great.
Are you here for the veterans booth?
Yes.
Or are you guys like, okay, cool. Who did you interview with? Roseanne?
Yeah.
Director
Yeah.
Ibanez, yeah. Did you know that it's the most competitive year ever to get into law school?
Yeah, so I hear.
Yeah. So congrats.
Thank you.
Except for when you guys got in. That was also very competitive.
Tell me what we were talking
I drove from Richmond, and I was just listening to podcasts on the way here. So I was like, she's gonna approach us and ask us.
You guys are so smart, which is how you got in here. Oh my gosh, wait, which episode did you listen to?
The episode where you were doing this last. That's actually the only podcast episode I've
Oh my god, I love that. Okay, now tell me your name, where you're visiting from. If
Yeah,
you said Richmond, but for the listeners.
My name is Zan. I'm visiting from Dallas.
Hey.
And I drove in from Richmond, and on that drive, I listened to this podcast.
Zan, your last name is H-A-Q?
Q, Huck.
Huck, okay. Your friend here is?
Amel, and I came from Dallas, Texas.
Wait, did you guys come together? Did you guys know each other?
We just met at Bodo's Bagels.
You went to Bodo's this morning?
Yeah,
I love that. Oh, you sent a text?
Yeah.
I said, who wants Bodos?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you guys have each other's numbers?
Group me. Yep.
You guys are so ahead of the game. Okay, and what's your name? Where are you visiting from?
Kristen, and I'm from Newport News, Virginia, but I'm visiting from Dallas, Texas.
So I just stumbled upon the little Dallas enclave. I love it. Have you guys been to Charlottesville before?
UVA undergrad.
UVA undergrad. Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm remembering. You talked to LL. In my office.
Yeah, I
Laura
talked to
Louise.
Jennifer and Roseanne.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. Who did you interview with?
I interviewed with Jennifer.
Okay, and you were Katie.
Yeah.
We have all three right here. None of you interviewed with me until now.
And I met Roseanne at the Houston LSAT Forum.
Oh my God, that's right. Oh my God, this is just a full circle moment. Okay, so is anybody committed to UVA yet? What's your percentage?
9.
Someone just told me they were 9/10. I was like, I'll take
9/10.
Are we out of tenths? Is that how it works?
Yeah, let's do out of 10.
I would say like 7/10.
I'll go with 7/10
Okay,
too.
great.
7/10. So far,
Great.
nice warm.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Do you guys have something you're like most looking forward to?
Trivia.
Trivia. What's your category of like strength?
Oh, I don't have one.
Okay. We're just gonna
I'm looking forward to just
the
learning.
team is gonna carry you. I love it. I love it. It's gonna be really fun. Really. Did you guys get food already?
Not yet. Just
Oh,
got here.
okay. Oh my God. I'm like stopping you from the food. Well, it was really nice to see you in person and to get to chat. I'm glad you listened earlier. Knew what to expect. Okay, guys. Have fun. Bye. Andrew, it's so nice to see you again.
The face looks familiar.
I'm Natalie Blazer. I'm the Dean of Admissions. But I met
No.
you. Yes.
You met my son. I'm his dad.
Right.
I'm like, I'm like,
Well, and you're at Owls. So I'm like, okay, he's older.
he's over there. In the,
Stop
no,
it.
I'm his father.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
is this an old high school classmate or something?
So funny. Wait, okay, I'm really glad that this was recording. This is for my podcast. So, listeners, I just mistook a dad for his son, who I have met, by the way. I met
and
him.
I appreciate the compliment.
He's standing at the older, wiser law students table.
Right,
And
yeah.
by the way, you look like a student. So I met Andrew on the Senate Black Legislative Caucus. I do that event. I've done that event for the last like 8 or 9 years.
Okay.
And he sent me a very nice thank you note after.
Oh, good.
And then
Home training helps.
he's such a good
I
dad.
appreciate it. I
Where are you
appreciate
guys visiting from? DC?
So yeah, we came in from DC, of course.
Okay.
That's where Andrew lives.
Yeah.
And everything.
Is that where you all are from?
Columbus, Ohio is home.
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio's home.
All
yes.
right.
Yes, we just met a young lady here, Miss Amanda, right here with the older, wiser law students who's going to be spending her summer in Columbus as well.
Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry
yes.
for the identity mix-up.
I will
but
definitely let.
tell Andrew Jr.
I'll
to
let
come
little
find
Andrew
me.
know.
Little Andrew! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Have so much fun, you guys. This is great. Bye, guys. Okay, I just ran into Logan, who went to University of Georgia,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're visiting now with.
Oh, I'm Rob, Logan's dad.
So nice to meet you guys, and tell us a little bit about like what you've done so far.
So I just finished talking to a bunch of different student organizations. Everybody's been so friendly. This is such a warm community. And then now getting to meet Dean Blazer. This has been great.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for you guys. Rob, you're going to help move some trash cans around?
Would love to. I feel bad. I want to help this guy
Rob
move the tables
wants to help move tables. I love it. So nice to meet you both. Have fun.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Thank
Take
you so
care.
much.
Yeah, of
Bye.
course. Okay, tell me your name and where you're visiting from.
Annalie and Bill Rademacher, and we're here from Midlothian, Virginia.
Great. And who are you here to support?
Our granddaughter, Jane Fitzgerald.
And tell us about your daughter, Jane's parents.
She was an engineer before she became a lawyer. And then while she was at UVA Law, she met her husband.
Oh my God.
And they got married, and this is the oldest one and the first one to come to UVA.
So it's one thing reading about this in someone's essay that their parents met here and got married.
We met here and got married in the church.
Church here.
No.
We met at UVA because I was an assistant professor of nursing, and he was the postdoctoral research associate.
So you two met here.
Yes. And the other grandparents were at UVA.
You're kidding.
No.
This is wild. So then your daughter and son-in-law met here at the law school.
This is their daughter.
And this is their daughter, Jane, who is now the third generation UVA?
Fourth. My mother, who was born in 1923, got her Master of Education from UVA.
I'm speechless.
Fourth.
Well, I'm
Fourth
so
generation.
glad. Fourth generation UVA.
Yeah.
And Jane is going to carry the torch here at the law school.
I guess she is.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, thank you both so much for your time. I really loved meeting you. So, the first day of open house, as you might have heard, is a great time for our admitted students to get to know not only the UVA law grounds, but also the main grounds of the university and Charlottesville more generally. After everyone loaded themselves up with barbecue at the welcome picnic and took tours of the law school provided by our current students, we took all of our admitted students over to UVA's main campus, or grounds as we call it here, for a walking tour. Get them out in the beautiful sunshine, stretch their legs. After that, they all got to go out on the town for trivia at a local restaurant. So we let the admits have their fun. Then we all gathered at the law school early the next morning on Friday for welcome remarks from myself and Dean Kendrick, curricular sessions, student life panels, mock classes, and more. So let's hear how day 2 went. We're back for day 2 of open house. Tell me your name and where you're visiting from.
My name is Tori, and I'm visiting from Shelby, North Carolina.
Wow, welcome. And what have you liked the most so far about open house?
I have loved the trivia, although my team came in 5th place. It was lots of fun.
Respectable.
Yes. Out of 30 teams, I feel like.
Out of 30 teams, that's
we
great.
held our own.
That's great. And what was the team name?
Actually, I don't even remember.
Okay.
I wasn't manning
Having
them,
too much
but
fun.
Yes,
Great.
definitely.
And what are you looking forward to about today?
I really liked all the information sessions, but I'm really looking forward to the mock class.
Oh my God, it's going to be great. Who are you going to? Do you know yet?
I'm going to the criminal one.
Amazing.
Yes.
Anne
Always love
Coughlin,
criminal.
she's
Yes.
a legend.
I've heard so much about her.
And so tell me, where are you in your decision-making process?
I am already committed. I am so excited. So you will be seeing lots more of me.
Oh my
in the
God,
fall.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Maybe we'll have you back on the show sometime.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
All right, great to see you.
Thank you.
Congrats. Hi, what's your name and where are you coming from?
Hi, my name is Robert Eisenberger, coming in from Long Island, New York.
What class are you going to go to this afternoon? Do you know?
I'm thinking George Geis.
Oh, yes.
He's supposed to be
Corporations.
fantastic. Yeah,
Super
exactly.
Fun. Super fun. And tell me, where are you in your decision-making process?
I'm leaning very heavily towards UVA.
Okay.
George Geis might clinch it. We'll see.
All right, George. I'm going to go give George a pep talk.
Yeah, I think he's good. He'll be okay.
It was so nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Thanks
you
for
so
coming
much.
on.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I just ran into the wife of one of our 1Ls, which is such a fun situation. Tell us your name and where you're visiting from.
Yeah, my name is Caroline Reimer. I am originally from Texas, but I live here in Charlottesville for the past year because my husband got an offer from UVA Law while we were in Northern Ireland for my degree, and so we moved here. And I fell in love with Charlottesville, and I met UVA law students, and they were such great people, and they were interested in my work, and I was interested in their work. And so I got introduced to the university through my husband, and then I applied, and now I'm here at Open House.
I love this so much, and I remember David's open house like it was yesterday. It was a year ago, yeah. And so now I'm excited for you guys to get the chance to be here at the same time. And what's your goal for when you're here?
So, not to put any pressure on any particular people making decisions that might be listening to this podcast, but David was on the moot court team this past year. He just got back from a tournament, and I have, a love for speech and debate in general, and I want to try out for the moot court team, and we're really, really hoping that we could be on a moot court team together next year. I think it'd be a blast.
I would probably be our first husband-wife team, and I think that would be pretty special.
I suppose. I think it'd be great. My pitch is like, we could save on hotel rooms. We've got good practice time. I'll keep him on track. He'll keep me, creative and lucid. We're already a good team. I think it works. So fingers crossed.
Oh my gosh, I love this story. From Northern Ireland for your degree to Charlottesville for his degree, but then for your second degree or third degree. Yeah, I love this.
We're really excited, and we're just so thrilled to be a part of the UVA community already, and me becoming more a part of it. It's just a really wonderful time. We're really grateful.
Oh my God, I'm grateful for you guys. Caroline, thank you so much for coming up and saying hi.
Of course.
All right, have a good day. This year, I was excited to get to chat with a couple of admits on day one, Kristen and Amel, to hear what they were excited about. And then I found them again on day 2 to hear how everything's been going for them. It's almost time for the next session, but I wanted to stop these two lovely ladies in the lunchroom. Tell me your name and where you're visiting from.
Kristen Graves, and I'm visiting from Dallas, Texas, but I'm from Newport News, Virginia.
Okay, welcome.
Hi, I'm Amel Weaver, and I am visiting from Dallas, Texas as well.
Did you guys know each other before?
A bit, because of the Instagram.
We met because of the
Instagram. This is such a Gen Z thing. We met on Instagram.
Yeah, and I basically slid in her DM.
Hey, I see. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
We had a lot of mutuals as well on Instagram that followed each other, and I was like, this girl knows some people that I know, so I think it's worth the message.
Oh my God, absolutely. I'm so glad you did that. So what have you liked the most? It's day 2 now. What was your favorite part about yesterday?
Just the opening and welcoming part where we got to meet the different organizations that were here. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah.
Yes, I really enjoyed. I think that was my favorite part too, the org fair. I got to talk to the Balsa, and then I also got to speak to the Lone Star.
Lone Star lawyers,
Lone Star lawyers. So we met a lot of people from Texas as well. So that was really nice. And then I really enjoyed that part. I feel like it felt very communal and collegial. The collegiality comes through the environment.
That it sounds silly to say this, but that sort of feels like a typical day here with all of our students out in the garden when it's really nice out and everyone's just hanging out. That's what I like about it. It just feels not too. Whereas today is very structured.
Yeah.
But it's also not unlike your 1L year. You're kind of going from class to class and things like that. So do you guys know what class you're going to later?
The the criminal one?
Criminal? Yeah.
I am going to property.
Great! Property. You're the first person who said they're going to property, and I'm trying to push property because property is I think very underrated in terms of how interesting it is.
Yeah, so, I just started something different because I typically I've been in a criminal class and law classes, and so I decided.
I think that's a great choice, and Goki is an incredible professor. She just won a big teaching award, so.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's really great to catch you ladies again. Thank you so much for saying hi, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, we just came out of career session number 2. I'm standing here with a few students to hear the sessions they went to and what they thought. So tell me your name, where you're visiting from.
Hello, I'm Serena Liu. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm Justin Tang. I'm visiting from DC. My name is Noah Lemoyne. I'm from Buffalo, New York.
So what sessions did you go to? We just came out of private practice. What did you think, Serena?
So I first visited the judicial clerkship one, and then I came to private practice second. I had always known kind of going into the law school application process that I wanted to do private practice, but coming out of the judicial clerkship session, I realized that there was more flexibility and actually more desire for talent for people who do clerkships before, and then you kind of have a premium when you go into private practice. And I think it gives you kind of a different perspective on the law too, and it's something that I want to definitely explore coming out of law school.
Awesome.
So I started off with the public sector session, and that's initially what has drawn me towards law school. That being said, I recognize that a lot of us are going to end up in private practice, and so I wanted to explore that as a potential opportunity. So that was my second session, and what was echoed in both of them is that there's really an interdisciplinary approach between public, private, clerkships, and that they all have potential benefits that can serve you in the other careers. They work together to make you a more full lawyer, and you can move laterally between them throughout your career, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for chatting with me. This was really fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Is it 41, I think, right?
It is. That
Plus
is
the
amazing.
trailers.
You are so
We got here yesterday and he
sweet.
saw you down the hallway. He was like, Stephanie, is that Dean Blazer? I was like, yeah,
Oh
Dad.
my God. Wait.
They're so
Wait.
informative. They really are.
Thank you so
you got a
much.
great voice, too.
Thank you. That means so much. For our listeners out there, I've just run into one of our admins, Stephanie, and her dad. What is your name?
Steve.
Steve. Where are you guys coming from?
I'm coming from DC. He's coming from Cleveland, Ohio.
So, Steve, you are maybe one of the first parents who told me that they listened to the podcast. It really touched my heart. Is this because Stephanie was in the process?
Of course. I was really trying to provide guidance to her, and I didn't know anything about UVA, so you were a great source of information.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. And how has the last 2 days been?
Just incredible. I mean, it's one thing reading about the law school online. It's another being here and actually having the opportunity to sit in a class to meet what could be my future peers.
Yeah.
I don't think I could make a decision without coming
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
And
you have to come see for yourself.
I've just fallen in love. So
I'm
I think
so
I'll be
glad.
here in the fall.
Yes, yes. I love to hear this. I love to hear this. And then you always get to visit and you'll have a connection to this place forever, honestly. Look at all the alums who came back.
I know.
They
That was
love
so
to come
impressive.
back. Yeah.
So impressive.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, congratulations, Stephanie.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. This has been just such an amazing experience. I can't even tell you.
It's a pleasure. The closing event of Open House on Friday night is, I think, a fancy little cocktail reception with our dean and some of our notable alumni from the law school. Throughout the 2 days of Open House, I was hearing so many wonderful stories about our admitted students, neighbors and friends and family members who went to UVA Law and had a great experience. This reception is a chance for our admitted students to speak directly to UVA Law alumni who are practicing attorneys out in the world, to hear what their law school experience was like, why they chose to come back to Charlottesville for this event, and what they're doing now in their careers. So we're standing here outside of the notable alumni reception, and I just ran into one of our notable alumni. Can you tell us your name and where you're visiting from?
My name is William Heidebrand Baird. I'm visiting from DC, where I'm a senior associate at WilmerHale.
Okay, and so what class of UVA Law were you?
I was a class of 2019.
Oh my gosh, okay. Making me feel old. So what do you like about coming back to UVA Law?
Well, I like specifically Admitted Students Weekend because it's so much fun to spread the good word of UVA Law to all of the admitted students, because it's difficult for people to understand just how conducive the environment in Charlottesville is to having a peaceful and serene law school career unless they have alumni come back and say, no, really, this is the best place. It has a reputation for a reason. And it's so much fun to share that with people because, when you come in as admitted students, and of course, the school itself has a reason to sort of tell you, to sell you on it. But I feel like alumni come back and they're going to be very honest and direct and say, this is the way things are. And I feel very comfortable saying that it's the best place to go to school.
Me too. And tell us, you're not here alone today. Who did you bring with you?
I am not. I came with my wife, Libby Baird, who was also class of 2019. We met our first year in civil procedure.
No.
Yes.
And so you and she were not in the same section?
No, she was section B, I was section A.
Okay.
But we also met out on the softball diamond, which is, I think, that's where a lot of friendships and relationships at UVA Law are forged, and that's one of the things that makes us so unique. We have that. Yeah. We have the softball culture here, which is just so beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. And you also have another guest with you.
Right, our little son, our 4-month-old Andrew Allen Baird.
For listeners, he is the cutest little baby.
Oh, well, you're very kind. You're very kind.
Any parting words for listeners out there who are making their law school decisions right now?
Yeah, I would say that there are a lot of places to go to law school. There are over 200, I think, accredited law schools. UVA is the law school where you have the best chance of not only getting a first-rate legal education that opens unlimited doors, clerkships, big law, public service, government roles, but you can also maintain your sanity and your mental health, which is so vital when you're going through law school. Mental health is vital, and this is a place that really helps you do that. And so that would be my pitch for UVA Law. It's just such a perfect place to go to school.
Your pitch, I have to make the softball pun.
Yeah.
You could also meet your, future spouse.
That's true.
In Civ Pro or on the softball field.
Absolutely, you could.
Thank you so much, William. It was great to talk to you.
You too. Thanks so much for having me.
One of my absolute favorite things about Open House is hearing from admitted students who tell me they've already committed. You heard some of those stories earlier. You heard people who are maybe almost all the way there. But I just get extra excited because I know I will get to see them here in our community in the fall. So I want to wrap up this episode with not one, but 2 members of the UVA Law class of 2028 who told me their story. Okay, so tell me your names and where you're visiting from.
Okay, I'm Abby.
And I'm Nick.
And we're coming from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
And are you two an item?
That we are. Yeah. For nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I love a packaged deal. And what did you guys just tell me right when I ran into you?
Oh, we've committed.
Yay! I love hearing that so much. You guys are the cutest. Have you guys looked for housing or anything
so
yet?
So our moms are doing that right now.
Your moms?
Yeah.
Both of your moms are here? Yeah. Are they in heaven?
They love it.
They've been eating so much.
Oh my God, they should be.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, this made my day. So I know Jennifer, Dr. Echemendia, interviewed you. So tell me about this process because your application either came in later or we saw it later.
Yeah.
Talk us through how it worked because I think it's interesting from a listener's point of view.
Okay.
I can start because I started, I guess. Yeah. So I applied September 1st, as soon as it came out. And then a few months had passed by, and then I got the email from Director Echemendia, and I was ecstatic. Oh. And then a few days after that, had the interview, and then a few days following, got accepted, and then Abby's part, yeah.
Well, okay, to start out the cycle, I was almost randomly applying to places. I had my mind that I was gonna do some sort of joint degree, and so I was looking at schools that only offered that one thing, and the whole process I just kept hearing you'll feel pulled somewhere, and I was just not feeling that anywhere. And then Nick was I had the best experience. These people are so nice. He has a really good friend who's a 1L. And
Sam Guerrero.
Oh
my God, Sam.
So he was Sam loves it. He talks about it a lot. And so then I applied, and then as soon as I started listening to the podcast and looking at it, I was I feel the pull now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I love this story, and I have to tell you this, just so listeners know that the little things do make a difference. I understand you guys had both already been admitted by this point, but I will never forget, once scholarships go out, we hear a lot from people You can imagine the things we hear. But like, I just remember Nick just wrote a thank you email. And it's like, wow. You know, we give people tens of thousands of dollars, and you would think that more people would say thank you, but it was the kindest email, no agenda. Abby did the same, and I was like, I think they're gonna come. And so now that you guys said that you really, in fact, are coming, just makes my day.
So our moms.
Oh my God, gotta get the moms. The moms have walked in.
Dean Blazer, Mom.
Hello, I'm the Dean of Admissions.
Nice to meet you.
What is your name and where are you coming from?
I'm Carrie Morthland, and I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Welcome. And who is this?
Nick's mom.
Nick's mom. This is Nick's mom, Heather. Well, I'm interviewing Nick and Abby for the podcast because
I'm glad we just barged in.
No, this was perfect. They were saying that you were looking for housing, and we were talking about. I just told them that they have been so kind throughout this process, and people don't think that matters in the legal world, but I'm telling you, it really does.
I was explaining to my parents like what led this decision, and I was like, I've been listening to all the resources I can find, and listening to y'all's team on the podcast, I was like, it felt like a conversation with my friends, and that's like not the feeling that I've gotten from listening to like all those other resources.
Oh,
so
it really is like that. It really is.
It's a kindness factor.
Yeah.
Sort of
Well, and like, I mean, that's why we love when people visit, because I feel like no matter when you come, it could be during these 2 days, it could be any other day, and you feel that just from our office, but from every office, from the faculty, from the students. So, yeah. And now that you guys are coming, UVA Law, please stop by admissions all the time, because
we will. Yeah.
We have like students hanging out in there all the time. Before we sign off, I want to say that I had so many lovely conversations during the 2 days of open house this year. This was by far the largest turnout we have ever had for an admitted students open house. I felt that everywhere I turned, there were conversations to be had. Sometimes, to be perfectly honest, I got carried away talking to people and completely forgot that I should be recording for the podcast. I tried sometimes to recreate those conversations. Sometimes I didn't, but I hope what you take away is that the energy is just so high here these 2 days. I'm seeing so many people again that I've been getting to know through their applications for the past several months. It was such a truly amazing 2 days. I don't even know if this short episode can convey that, but I'm telling you this just so listeners know. This episode is just a teeny tiny window into the fun and energy that we had going on here last week. I truly enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll sign off with a few more voices from UVA Law's class of 2028.
I'm Anna Lerner, and I'm visiting from Chicago.
I am Ryan Johnson, and I'm visiting from a small town called Winslow, Arizona.
I'm Michael Rainier. I'm visiting from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I'm Kyle. I'm from Indiana, but I go to school at Miami of Ohio.
My name is Morgan, and I'm visiting from Charlotte, North Carolina.
My name's Austin Almacher. I'm visiting from Alexandria, Virginia, and I think I may have to put down a deposit.
Yes! Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so happy. That makes me so happy. This has been Admissible with me, Dean Natalie Blazer at the University of Virginia School of Law. The next episode of Admissible will be out soon. In the meantime, you can follow the show on Instagram at Admissible Podcast. As a reminder, Admissible is now on YouTube. You can check out all new episodes there, along with some vintage content we're sharing to help guide you through this application season. Thanks so much for listening, and please remember to rate the show wherever you listen to podcasts.